So you can't go to sleep and you think you're going to go in there and have yourself a little alcohol, maybe that glass of beer or a can of beer. No, don't do that. I'm Dr. Hamilton Stubbs. I'm a double board certified sleep specialist and a certified nutrition specialist. If you haven't already joined my YouTube family, I hope you'll subscribe. Don't forget to hit notifications. I'd love to have you join us. In this video, I'm going to talk about alcohol as a sleep aid and why you may want to rethink using alcohol as a sleep aid and the type that you drink if you decide you still want to have some alcohol at night. So let's get started. Before people come to see a sleep specialist like me or my colleagues, most people have already tried to do some things to help themselves sleep better. And one of the most popular um, self medications is alcohol. People tend to drink alcohol because it does relax the body. But when you drink alcohol, especially the wrong type, it can cause you to fall asleep, but after it's metabolized out of the body, those byproducts will wake you up. So you don't get a good quality of sleep and you don't get good solid sleep that lasts throughout the night. But still, some people want to have a little bit of alcohol. If you want to have alcohol, it's best to drink alcohol as a beverage about 3 hours before you plan to go to bed because it will relax the body. And if you have a condition like obstructive sleep apnea syndrome, you're not completely controlled, or maybe you're not using any kind of devices or methods to control your airway, then it can cause the airway to collapse for prolonged periods of time and put you at risk for a heart attack, strokes, even death. So, what is obstructive sleep apnea syndrome? Just a little sidetrack. It's a breathing problem that happens during the night where your airway cuts off either partially or completely, and you have difficulty with frequent wakings during the night, going to the bathroom during the night. You may also wake up feeling sleepy or tired, feel like you haven't been asleep at all. The number one sign that you could have sleep apnea is snoring. So enough about sleep apnea, and let's get back on to sleep hygiene and why I don't recommend alcohol as a sleep aid. So if you are having alcohol, it's got a lot of sugar in it, and that sugar can trigger some things that will keep you awake, especially if you have metabolic disorders. And if you're going to sleep and you just drank a high carbohydrate beverage, you're probably going to pick up weight if you do that too much. And if you don't have sleep apnea, you might get sleep apnea because when you get above your ideal body weight, you're more likely to develop sleep apnea. About 75% of people with sleep apnea are above their ideal body weight. The other thing is it can trigger symptoms like restless leg syndrome, and this could be because of the sugar content. But restless leg syndrome is that creepy, crawly feeling that you get in the legs, usually, that keeps you awake, and is usually characterized by leg jerks, involuntary leg jerks, that the person with restless legs may not even be aware of that they're doing, but your bed partner might tell you that. So, alcohol will cause you to get sleepy, but it doesn't help you stay asleep, and you can also wake up feeling not quite restored. With that said, there is some research that shows that red wine that has been brewed it's not brewed, aged a certain way, has a high amount of resveratrol, which may actually help reset your circadian clock and aid your sleep. Unfortunately, most of us don't have access to that type of red wine. So unless you know the red wine is going to help you, then you probably don't want to have it at bedtime. You may want to move it a little earlier in the day, maybe around your dinner if you want to have some wine. And if you're having beer, that has not been shown to help with your circadian rhythm. But on a hot day, it might taste good. Just drink it a little earlier in the day and definitely not within that 3 hour window before bedtime. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, give me a thumbs up. If you know someone who needs to hear this, be sure to share the video. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to select notification so you'll know when I upload another video.